Right then. This may be the last episode of Danganronpa. Maybe, may not be. I don't know. Ultimate Despair. Group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this current game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now... Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she right. She right. You still have that one thing? One came with super cool that you got from the headmaster's room? Of course I do. That's a vital part of ensnaring the mastermind, but I'd never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Bop. And Kyoko, can we use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. I wonder how long Makoto was actually in there. Finally, we're finally free. It wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. So leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There's a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. Started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Should I let her go first, man? The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Talking will help take my mind off of it. And some Kyoko, there's something I want to ask you. Said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. Came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. For real, that's pretty cool. At a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty, our family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? If it's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That's how we can uncover the absolute truth. There. Yeah. Windows update, just leave me alone. Okay, I said that. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family's creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride? So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about it. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. Didn't know, and it was something a true Kagiri detective would never do. The reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it's because of how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? So you would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
Nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
Something I want to say to him, though. Huh? Well, what it takes to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kagiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future, but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. he went to my grandfather. They had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. Sure, was a reason for that. Sure, your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
That's true. Then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. Couldn't see how she looked when she said that, or she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
there's one thing. One thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
However...
When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They saw me as the little girl abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. Ugh! That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family in order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone a family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. So shocked to hear her say something like that. Didn't even know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. What a good move. Can't say the wrong thing then, mate. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After I don't know how long, I finally reached the top. Looks like this is it. Outside of the store, Hope's Peak is waiting on us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember the hatch on the ground near the trash room? If he's sitting, that's where this will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so we should be able to open it without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. Reach my right hand up and push against the hatch. It opened! Sweet. Hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back. Can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of here. And now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was returning the favour. So now what do we do? Glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer, huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try and hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. Said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera, saying rather than stressing over getting caught, we should just give up now. Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. Said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
Need a drink. That's what it means. The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makura's death. There's a moment when the mastermind let their guard down. There was.
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. It'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. Let's just help with our negotiations. I'm still super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the
Shall we
gym.
go?
Let's get going. Okay. We're going straight to Monokuma. Straight there. No one like chilling? No? Oh, it's nighttime, that's why. So, yeah. What ones are going to be here? Is mine going to be there? They're all dead because of the... Oh, okay. I was curious how... do they retrieve them or is it magic? Ouch.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. Mako's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really going to be okay? You're supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So if I did, what will you do? The guilty party is exposed during the class trial. They alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So I got to punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
Before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, it means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up the last trial yourself, latest class trial yourself, right? It's getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Black Hand and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
When Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results at the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that.
right,
In response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
he reacted by proclaiming Makoto as the Black Hand and trying to execute him. He made the choice out of desperation. No more than that. You must realize that Makoto refused to be manipulated was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery, alter ego. Never imagined the possibility of that. Imagine the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. The Black Hand is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? Talk a big game. You're saying the Black Hand is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? Comedy routine? To make such a bold claims about a shred of
that
evidence?
doesn't matter.
Don't have any right now. With a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. Are you trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
Makoto really was the killer. He never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love to
however,
inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our eyes.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me of, in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
So if you were trying to execute Makoto now, everyone out there would be watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. They have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you're accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and
that's
square,
what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makoto's trial over again, huh? I mean, this time, you follow the school's regulations to ensure a fair
It's
trial.
time for one last showdown.
One final
One
battle.
final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that'll make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for beer jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
Can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. We still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is a long awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
For this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Everyone's mystery that's pouring around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain
that'll be enough
myself.
to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
So you've been trying to do all along. Well, good then. Then let's bear it all. You can claw your way to the truth of Makura's death and solve the mysteries of the skill,
Guys,
then you win. If you can't do all that, we'll face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. Will you learn the whole truth? What kind of despair will you show me? As excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
We've uncovered every last truth. How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I can't honestly believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
Before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
what's wrong?
Remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
Just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on school regulations, and having a trial from Makura is no exception for that. Huh? Makura's trial is no exception, and it's part of the regulations, which would have to mean whoever killed Makura is one of us. Very polarizing approach, I know. Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. Sure, I told you this already, but killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
listen.
You telling the truth? Why'd you go so quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad?
Whew.
Seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're gonna get your punishment later anyway. You need to start getting it ready. Super duper extra special punishment overflowing despair.
Hey,
Oh, okay, let's go. Okay. Okay. Need more water. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Started my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept, huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. Yep. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
Wasn't I hearing it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? He said they had hijacked the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, he definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
Don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
Yet somehow the mastermind is able to
in
do it.
other words,
And think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem,
The mastermind had been very adamant about not killing us directly but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. It makes sense. If stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed
in
anybody.
other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal is to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
Prove a point most likely. Prove a point.
Hey,
The outside world is a name for students at Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. Talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the will to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is the ultimate despair. They want to prove that despair is better than hope, but that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. Goddamn flies. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this current game to the world. The mastermind has become more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least.
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That's precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all the proper rules to get me killed. They got on a trial that didn't have the right answer, that made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work out.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. Due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And we were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's because thanks to you we got that chance because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. Didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning essentially. I was making a bet. Well, it looks like I got it right. This time at least I won the bet. So a quick sigh. I took a small sign of relief. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. Totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. Seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanour is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Where everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. No option but
Hey.
except to win. Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but how do we know who our real enemy is? All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to go
Shall we
find the
go?
others. They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? I guess so. I don't want to look at the gym. Yeah, if it still means that one of the students killed Junko. Not Junko. Mukuro. Then... Oh, this is open. Then yeah. Suddenly we were greeted with... Huh? You again? Is he broken? So his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
however,
Wonder what that was all about. Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Oh my god, if he mentions a ghost one more goddamn time. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
What's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Mako. It smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo! Shoo! In a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
You don't have time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what's happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
So here's what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukura's trial. Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed it, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What you're saying is it was all the work of the mastermind. You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop
However,
it. But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you
Spotted
say?
the trap, did you, Makoto? Make it all sound like it was easy. I just, you know,
however,
itchy. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. I don't only say that only the Black End is to be executed, the mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed, so I mean they really did break the rules. They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
Very cool what you said at the end of the last trial. You said, no, it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That is what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Totally in the dark here. If anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about to kill Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? There's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the skill. Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time, we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
Probably guessed already. If we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? Fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words,
Interesting.
one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
Figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and see as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
Can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
So I thought too at first. Till Monica gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Anyway, here's a hint. Killing Game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the Killing Game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monica said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So in other
The
words,
mastermind really is the one. It really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko said. Then the mastermind would have to have set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
According to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is one of us. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning, and Mukuro only gets 16. So mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
And the 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are people standing right here. You and I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way.
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that say for sure that's true just yet. I'm not going to I just said that to confuse us.
Indeed.
Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So he must be a high schooler. But to be fair, you're always filled with despair, Toko. Just saying. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Whoa.
Whether they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But
I don't care how sneaky you are. We don't notice someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand, but then he wouldn't be responding to us. Okay, so there's no way he could have had all of those back and forth conversations about exactly. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
Have I can't even read that word. Of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. We now need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can only rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. Making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. That Toko trudged off out the dining hall. Now she's gone. You're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which is leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
How come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Oh, you fucking idiot. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? How about you then, Hina? Guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I mean,
Up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. No useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Okay? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've been mostly totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that will help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. See you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as he dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So you're gonna go off and do your own thing too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going back to do our search separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
It goes for all of us. I can see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it splitting up to cover more ground. Then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
When Akuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? Should be able to investigate every nook and cranny of the school. And visit all the places we couldn't go
Makoto.
before. No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth, by any means necessary. No, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove the mastermind isn't one of us. Expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the skull. And then we can all escape together. So wait. I started taking a look at Mikuru's Monokuma file. Okay, here I have a dead before the blast. Stabbed a single time with a knife. He struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. Body was covered with other moves, but these are several days old. Find out who killed her, and then we'll know who the mastermind is. I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up till now. Headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center. Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor dorms where the gate was down before. And there's... Oh no, that was the biolab, wasn't it? The areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Time to get started. I guess we'll start off by going up here. That's like right here anyway. Ooh, I'm so excited! The gate's open. Can I check out the second floor of the domes, which means I have to do it. There's some nice looking stuff. The second floor of the domes? Looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Yeah, it's kind of fucked. Whoa, that's red blood. Whoa, okay. What the hell happened here? That's completely torn apart. Yeah, it's not even better anymore, it's just garbage. Nice! Right in there. Anything? Into the bathroom is a big pile of rubble. Okay. Okay, there the butt. Is that a giraffe? The room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope Speak students who came before us. The class for ours must have used these lockers. So the locker's already broken. Okay. Card reader installed on the door. Okay. This same as the card reader locker in the second room. Okay. So, I mean, let's give it a try. And then, no luck. Ah. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll... There's one there. No. Okay. Worth a try. Worth a try. Ooh, that's swanky. It doesn't feel like a student room. More of an adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's a headmaster's private room. Okay.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already. I still have one little regret, so I decided to check it out one more time. No regret. That's a fake wall if I've ever seen one. Strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design or...
So...
A gap here, but it's not an gap. I feel the breeze coming out.
Indeed.
Breeze? It's like an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space, does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? Yo, how do we open it? You figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
An easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can call it a trick. So we'll program the PC that I think controls it. And the right password and the door shall open up right there. I don't have a clue what the password might be. It's probably made it of letters and or numbers. Can't really go from there. Not nearly enough to go on. Look through all the paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. Think of how much time wasted on this. Looked like there was something under the table there. PC on the desk. Okay.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. PC has some search results left on it. We might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
Not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're weird sorts of people whose driving forces comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate what info we can get our hands on. I see. It's a good outlook to have. Okay. Jeez. The hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. Then you can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. Maybe for here, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. We can figure it out? No way do I stand a chance. Now wait, there might be a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. The way she talked about her dad, the idea that he might use her name as the password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. You mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not that you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Didn't mean that. Meant the computer. Thought of Kyoko's names? If it's not that, I might just hit Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. Collected myself and I turned to face the computer monitor. I just typed the password here. I typed the full name, Kyoko Kagiri. Hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. It was! What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Not looking at me? Disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Oh shit, there's a picture of her and her dad there. Hey Kyoko? May as well not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Present? Wrapped and covered with such joy? That's what made it so unusual. Better check out. Oh, okay. There's a brightly coloured box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I get a kind of bad vibe from it. I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it's what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. So you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? You saying it's something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just going to open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I saw a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. The last thing I expected to find such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? As you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. That's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. So I had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What he found in the box? Those bones? That body? That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? Same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know it for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. We've asked when he planned on out, and according to the files, headmaster was a man in late 30s. Impossible? He's likely somewhere in the school right now. Enough plans anyway as a hint. Tell you ready, but can go. Yeah. So the 16 students. Headmaster was probably here in the school, but the owners were alive at the start. I couldn't go with 16 students. Put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
In
assume.
other words...
But that most likely my father was in the school, but he's also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. No, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. So it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. That's why she never looked at the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. Now Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? Some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. Did it knowing it was something a true Kagiri detective would never do. She really gave up her pride just for that. I couldn't help but wonder. I was looking at the thing on Itai. Okay. This picture. It's all faded, it must be pretty old. This is a picture of... Yep. Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this? So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. And then the headmaster had this picture all this time. He must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again, and this time he even stole the opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. It's in the drawers. Okay, but as you find a clue, just take a closer look. I mean, Kyoko, like, some sort of stranger touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine, check whatever you want. You sure? Okay then. Start from the top. Well, I found piles and piles of unrelated documents. Pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
Just because he didn't have anything else. Kurt inherited our family business, our legacy, and said he left it all behind.
Now,
If he didn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it just made him desperate. Headmaster's desk. Probably hiding some kind of clue. I want to check it out, but we don't want to touch it. Oh, fuck's sake.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. You
Because...
sure? Never let anything get in the way of an investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Yeah, you really asked her permission to go through his stuff, so... Top, I open the desk drawers and look inside. Going through each one, find nothing but unrelated documents. And the last drawer is this. It's a new handbook, right? And a label on it says in case of emergency. Found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
Handbook, no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko.
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. And I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? That's pretty cool.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto, huh? Can I ask you a favour? Sure. Favour? What is it?
So...
That's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I don't inconvenience you that much more, but... Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. Just need to calm down a little.
Just
Need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. Oh, fuck off trying to restart. How you're only connected by blood and not by heart and soul, but maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see you again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A game theory! And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry. Once I got myself under control, I will return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. I'll see you later. Is she really okay? What's going on with those things on the right there? Kyoko must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. But what happened to the headmaster? How did it get in the box? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. Killed headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. Headmaster is dead. Let's hope. Same person. Okay, yeah. We remember this. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Here's a hint. Are you ready? But it's one of the students. 15 investment in the hall. Add Makoto to the mix and you get 16. Including to me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones that are alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Ina, and Kyoko. Wait, those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Okay, so we're sort of done here, right? Blood there. Is that like Ra's eye? Excuse that. Let's use a bit of that. Can we swing open these now? Yeah. Beep. Sweet. Okay, so we'll just do them all, I guess. Ooh. What's that? There's one thing, some kind of pocket book. See a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside that could be important. Don't value the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. All there is a space out evenly that whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? Going through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. Saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. The plan to turn Hope into a shelter and isolate the students here in communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. This happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigy safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. Let's isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world, to serve as foundation for a new era. Is the only hope we have. Hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had said to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. That sounds like Kyoko. This can't be true, can it? I knew it was, and I knew who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. This belongs to Kyoko. What was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she told me. She told me she hadn't seen her dad since he left when he was little. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does all this mean? Quickly scan the remaining pages of the notebook. Must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I searched the last page, the question marks. Well, when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind. It started spinning that much faster. I looked at it, and like the rest of the pocketbook, around here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How does it possibly make any sense? There's a second despair? Yeah, despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Okay, what about... We did that one, right? What about you? You're all broke. You're not. Okay, so it looks like it's probably going to only be that one. Oh! That looks like hero sort of stuff. Whoever it belongs to probably has organisation problems in every part of their life. A crystal ball? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. No way he ever used this locker, it's just not possible. Textbooks and notebooks soaking and dust everywhere. You seem to didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying as casual and natural as possible, but in one of the notebooks I saw, when I looked inside the notebook, a sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Hero's name. There was no denying what I saw. So the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our hero? A notebook will also contain a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? That can't be possible. I mean, Hero came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. Never had a chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Sweet. Okay, that. Tarot cards, but wait, use to return fortunes? You've already, like, found out. Okay. I see the less sense it makes because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to previous students, right? So why am I saying this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hero. A pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. I want to find that out. I have to keep moving the investigation forward and I have to believe in everyone. Okay. Sort of done with that room then. I mean, I guess we're done with it. Yeah, we can't even go in there. Can we go in like Sayaka's room or something? Oh. Can we go in Hiro's room? Hang on. What you do, you just found his shit upstairs. So I guess we'll just go investigate some of the other places. There's nothing on this floor that we couldn't get to. No. But we'll start getting locked doors on the next floor. No, it's the floor after this. Forget how big this place is. It really is a massive school. I want to go through that door. You here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. It might explode, right? That'll totally suck, so you open it. So you're okay with me getting blown up? Yeah, that really did sound like that. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Let me take cover first, I don't want to get exploded. I'm going to race to a nearby desk and head underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Right, here goes nothing. I'm on my way into it, but the door opened much easier than expected. Whoa. Whoa. An explosion, thankfully. First impression was, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. It's massive. That is a monitor. What is this device? It's some kind of control panel. Yeah, over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? I think he'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Could that mean...
Okay.
Right, let's start poking at it, or whatever. I'm going to start pushing buttons. You can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. He was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. What did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think that was the one button that says data center. Data center. So that's how he gets there. I took a good look at the control panel. So a bunch of buttons, each with a name of the room next to it. He said there was one labeled data center. It must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. This room we're in, we were just in, so a strange noise came from. Where we got back, go check it out. Yeah, please, I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer you on from over here. Yeah, thanks. He's gonna be in here. Did I just say what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What do you mean? Busted? How do you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote controlled camera kind of setup? Don't even know what you're controlling. I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Oh man. Are we seriously gonna push it? Anyway, guess that settles it. A room Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. It's a Monokuma room! Yuriko, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? What do you mean? You were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? For real? Yeah, it looks just like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Totally, they're definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center of all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kokosuri was right.
But
If the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? Guess that would have to be true. If that is true, it may be one of the students. The Mastermind. Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like your face you're making. I don't know, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the Mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? Can't say it isn't possible. Or I really hope it's not true. So like, you wanna leave soon? So lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. What's this? What's wrong, Makoto? Sorry, I can get out. You're a little bit pushy here, Hina. So the door to the data center is closed, I hear a strange sound. What was that? Door, it just locked on its own. What? And tried to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. There's the trap door there! Monokuma. No fear, you can't just go on restricting whatever you feel like. For your benefit. So the room stays open, I won't be able to move around. If I try to press everyone and get a school mascot, just up and stop moving. Then that room, may I guess, is where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
yes, indeed.
Rectamundo.
You're a liar.
That don't make any sense. Why is my laptop restarting? God damn it. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? You sure you're as thorough as you could have been? You haven't checked the suspicious hatch? Well, I tried to, but he was alright, we better get out of here. No way. Hatch on the floor? Too bad. You one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, the hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. No, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. We rely on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but... Was he telling the truth? The Mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then when I said we should leave, well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we got left. You're right. There's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go running around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated
You
again.
got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. You took off at the usual full spirit. I have to do what I can too. It's the only way forward. Okay. I guess we'll go in here. I'm also gonna open my window because it's quite hot here. This is the headmaster's room. An awful lot about it. This has been the first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. It'll be okay.
come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
You ignoring me? Think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Alright, what the fuck do you want? Well, came to the right place. Now would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry, contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently class 78 returns to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with
In
his,
other words...
we know doubt Mukuro is a student here at Hope Springs Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Kusawa, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. It seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? Talking about when she stole it. The uneven tear and the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. First page? Correct, Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages, huh?
So in
In
other
other
words...
words, when it comes to this profile, there's more information about Mukuro that we still don't have. What kind of information is it? Why'd you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
Yeah, your laptop's back. Oh, what kind of man he was. I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. Half in the back here as I skimmed through the report. Here suddenly in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity is known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if it's a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro is definitely some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behaviour too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. Another important bit of information within that file you should know. What is it? There's a picture in here. A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. Who seems to be included as part of our class 78. It's really enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Never information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it lists as vitals. I don't know what vitals mean. What do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You're a hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe think, oh, what could that mean? Is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Ooh, let me get rid of that. Bugger off. There we go. Piercy, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hit to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
So I was trying to say, what you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Sweet. Oh, one last thing. Bit of advice from me to you, so I just suggest you pay attention. Advice from me. Seems we're getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Don't put too much faith in her, huh?
In other words...
Plus that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? So I think, call it a hunch. A hunch? My hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time, take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Ah, fuck's sake. There we go. Somehow makes me feel anxious. Okay. Wait, there's a camera in here. That's weird. Trophies and shield. Okay. Are we not going to look at everyone else? Okay. I guess we're done with this room. We will go look at her body. Like in an objective, detective way. But first we're going over here. Ooh. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. So I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Well... Yeah, even the monitor's frozen. It's like a tarps. Oh wait, what did you say? Seen a lot of these things lately. Why is it so cold in here? First thing I need to figure out. Ooh, what about you? Weird machine built into the wall. I've seen something like it before. Horror moving stuff. Fridge for storing dead bodies. While I was actually a morgue? Should we take a closer look around? Oh. Okay, we'll go here. Oh, same thing. Oh, okay. Eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your caviar needs. In addition to the geometrical lamps, germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Continue to the caviar, the blue light, and we will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted atomically for optimum settings. Your system, everyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the likely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. Exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Search manual for the fridge. Right, I think I get it. Clear to me now. Makeshift morgue. Yeah. Rise by each slot. It's set up so when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Meaning another one of the victims. Oh shit. Right. Let's defeat the mastermind. I have to continue my investigation. Yeah, because there's what? 7 left. How many you taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and then there'll be 1 for Mukuro. Because her body would still be out. Yeah, Mukuro first. Mukuro first. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. Yeah, I did notice. Better check just to be sure. Nope. It's not in here either. It must be in the biolab. Okay. That top. We're keeping on case, so better look into it. Means the killer might have left some clue behind here, huh? Biolab. It says biolab. This originally came from the biolab? Okay, there's no way, like... Well, the only person who could have got in there really was Kyoko. Which I don't like to admit. So we need to check here. Yep. Let's go... As we need to do this room anyway. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? That's not at all. I thought you maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. Didn't find anything, not one single clue. Figured it, since this place was related to a case, it would have to have something, right? There wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back, give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're going to call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's going to say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. But why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I'm going to get going. No problem, Red Manor. I'm enjoying it. I like this plot twist of yeah, of this.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious, there's no doubt about that. Could this be a trap? Even knowing that. Still said to go to the gym, right? But yeah, I'm really liking how this has played out so far. Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto, why'd you act so surprised? No reason. He heard Monokuma's announcement, right? So you had to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You ready to talk to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? He's certainly not looking, you know, particularly unsuspicious right now. Boing! Hello, welcome, hello, are you ready for your final hint? It just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This one? Just me, the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better. I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. What the fuck? Is everyone including Mukuro? Bunch of face I reckon extremely well. Is everyone who come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me? Wait, but there was someone behind Sayaka. Fuck me, I haven't said her name in a while. It's the only one I didn't recognise. It's not true, I do recognise it. That's right, when Byaka and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Mukuro Kusaba. And the skill is, it's Mukuro. Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, so having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. I know I look at, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. Shit, he's not. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. Well, I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. Went to junior high with Sayaka, but that was the first time I met everyone else. I was arrived in Hope's Peak Academy. It looked natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. Thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. If this picture is real. And could that mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is Makoto's secretly just a robot? Well, at least him and Monokuma will get along then. Are you going to keep up this rambling? I'm not even going to attempt to read that of yours, Hamlet.
What are you gonna do?
You're getting in the way standing there, you know. So I mean, get out. But told you, not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Okay. Wonder if anyone else got like a different picture that didn't have them in it instead. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does this count as a hint? Made me even more confused. That's probably the idea though. Like, let's be real. Is that what Monokuma was going for? He put together a fake photo just to confuse me? It looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. I should clear all this up. I have to clear all this up. So... the archive, okay. You're in the garden. You're in the biolab. So I had to visit the biolab one more time. First thing I saw when I got there was here passed out again. Toko? Oh, there's a corpse. It's open, but... Toko, are you okay? She's not dead, is she? Also, Genocide Jill is probably my favourite character. It's cold. It's super cold. So cold I think I might catch a cold. Keep taking naps in place like this, I'm sure you will. What, I was asleep? I must have fainted again. But you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. And what, hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, why did you pass out? No, last I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? That's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. Don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. So even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So I double the memory. That's more like half. Okay. Well, I want to know right now is where my little darling. Tell me or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byaku's somewhere doing his own investigating. By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. Can't imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay. Toko Shaw, eerie laughter echoing behind her. Totally forgot to ask her about the picture. There's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why Toko faint? There'll be some reason for it. Probably the corpse. Yeah, that's the one we clicked, actually. Fridge, it's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. So why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay? I'm like out of water.
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologise. Listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah. I expected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. I knew she fainted. I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came around past me. Soon she must have sneezed. Once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened that slot there, soon she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything got to be so difficult with it?
Anyway.
Oh wait, no. I was thinking when Genocide Jack kills, wouldn't she like pass out, but no, Genocide Jack doesn't pass out from the blood. Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Oh, good idea.
Makoto,
Give me a hand of this. Go approach the fridge, hands outstretched. Suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body's in there. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body inside the
I
fridge?
see.
So every other time. The mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto,
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I
so
do?
then,
Maybe just wait over there. Let me know as soon as I'm finished. Wait, just wait over there, that's it. Yeah. So you saw the top. Yep. It had Biolab. Well done, Makoto. Yes. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Importantly, can I have a look at the body? Can't do it. I can't look at her. This will take okay. Just go about the group photo. Cool, she's in it too. Don't let you into an investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's that announcement Monokuma made earlier. I mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
because...
The only reason to give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can't solve this mystery on my own without whatever... I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing. What's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? It's got to be it. There's no other explanation. Yep.
It would seem...
The blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. Yep. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Can getting it up to the second thing would be quite a challenge by yourself there. And the number of lights are on, including Mukuro's. There's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights? Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Ready? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. My spirit will make my report brief. So, do you find
Indeed.
anything? I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after that. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were a fatal injury, right? And what was the fatal injury? Explosion? Yep. Yep. We know all this. Yes. Other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
We didn't say they're old.
Because...
Well, Monokuma says they were inflicted at least several days ago. Guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
The evidence is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
Seem to be equating several days old was simply old.
However...
I don't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. You're saying they are? We all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? If the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way it could have had anything to do
So
with it.
then,
Or if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days. What?
at the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
Detective doesn't have supernatural powers. No way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they
In
can.
other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they might find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Okay.
Hey,
Is there anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body? Yep. Go right ahead. Come to think of it, there's one more thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, I listed her height and weight.
so...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vital 31, 22, 32. I get it all right. Remembered all that. They're indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
Indeed.
I don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
A victim in this case, without a doubt, Mukuru Kasaba. Okay.
And
All you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
No fear of the business of Mukuru's body. Let's get going. Kind of chilly in here. Wait, we're not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out there like
why?
this? Sad. You forget she was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim. You ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? Really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. She decided to help me instead. With someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. After our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I have one more thing to do. So I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now. Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, help with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know about all those lockers on the second floor of the
Indeed.
dorms. I do, yes. To get any of those lockers, you need a handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency
I
handbook.
see.
When you found the headmaster's hidden room.
And
So you find any weird file in the lockers? Found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must have been your pocketbook.
why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? Can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had any access to those lockers, and if I did have a pocketbook, why'd I bother putting it in a locker? I said it makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside, about Headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's
Did
true,
that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? You need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that way you can...
so
It won't be necessary. Don't worry about this. I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, we've seen that it's my locker, your locker.
Makoto,
If you watch this, it will all make sense. Huh? The DVD. It says Class 78 Agent Interviews.
so
Found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
Don't have any time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realise exactly what it means. You understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. This makes any sense right now. Guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Okay.
Makoto.
Oh, and that's my turn. Give me a second to listen to me ramble. Ramble?
In other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. Talking about your dad, right? I don't find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there is one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow that through. Because I'd burn with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
Keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whatever that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Better get going myself. Got a DVD from Kyoko. Should head to the AV room to check it out. That's true. Kyoko said something about a hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. Can't afford to lose. Guess we'll go then. Oh. I think we'll fast travel then. No. No. That's what I want. That's the one I want. Okay. AV room. You're not the AV room. Helps if you go the right way. Guess we'll do this. Should be able to play DVDs just fine. I'd better take a look. Put it in the player. Oh dear. Said that it was playing but nothing appeared on the screen. Stared into the black of the monitor. It was only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. Then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? To my total surprise, I haven't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was a man positioned on one side of the screen. The voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
I thought I was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. In total sense, who would agree to spend the rest of your life in this school? Accept? What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe.
What the fuck is going on?
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, those with the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why did she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? I sat there thinking about it, and noticed a sudden light on the monitor. The video I thought had finished flashed back on screen. I started back to the screen. If I was confused before, what saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
What the fuck is going on? The thing that is going on is that you're learning the glorious fact that...
Yes.
Look what? Me and the headmaster and I, please use proper English, Makoto. We're looking at each other. Here, there we go. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. In the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down and talking to him like this.
Shall we get straight to the point?
I think we should.
Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
As you lay in the glorious fact that pee is stored in the balls. It's the absolute truth. Oh, that does actually show up on stream as well. This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Clipping that. Go ahead. So again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Toko. Tits, Hina, everyone all said they agreed to live with the school forever, and then Kyoko. The interview with him had been recorded just as clearly, no doubt she had met him. Sat down in the headmaster of Hope Creek Academy, her father. When she asked her a question, she answered the same as everyone else, except her life within the school. Just Kyoko's interview was wrapping up. The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? Wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
See, looks like it broke, out of service. Just happened to break just now. Now then, I mean, it doesn't matter, failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? If I had my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it would just be more of the same. Ask them the question, they'll all answer yes. Can't help myself, I let out a huge exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, there was a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Looking back at it now, that point in my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. Yeah, they'd really fucked her memory, hadn't they? Yeah. Have I had a text? I have not. Okay. Yeah, they like destroyed her memory.
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? Hard to imagine it happened by chance. Seems much too convenient. Convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favour of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. Casual sequel setup? I figured that's what it was. Final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. Don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Yeah, and this is also where we set up the sequel of the stream. Because I just flat out don't have time to unfortunately finish it tonight. I've got work tomorrow. So, thank you all for watching and all that good shit. Red Manning, I already know you're following, but if there's anyone else, be sure to hit that follow button. We will be back most likely tomorrow with more of the same. So, yeah. See ya.